why my Zoom was taking time. So I'm sharing my screen.
Absolutely no worries. Good morning, Gauraji, and very good evening to all of you. So
Good
yes,
evening, Prerna. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Good
Welcome to the
evening and good
session.
morning to both of you.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Wish to be same. Yes. So let us get started.
Yeah.
I know we are a little late today, but that's okay. We can always catch up that.
Yeah, so we need to start from here, from sprint planning. Last we were dropped over here, so we had covered this part where we were discussing about input, then process, and then output. So for anything to happen, these three things are very very mandatory. Okay, means this is also called as the how, the who, and what, and in some manner the input and the output process. By the way, what exactly happens inside sprint planning? Who would like to answer this? What exactly happens inside sprint planning? So we are taking this from last conversation and last meeting. So who would like to answer this?
Uh, uh, a few user stories are taken out from the product backlog on priority basis. Depends on the product owner,
Mhm.
which one needs to be prioritized. And once the small user stories has been decided, then they're properly investigated, or you can say studied properly, if at all it is viable, and what would be the time frame required to complete this sprint. Sorry, and once everyone is convinced, then they go through the development.
Awesome. So in fact the priorities decide. That's rightly said, whether it is viable or not. So Dipti, could you please add something what Bobby has
Yeah,
said? Yeah, please.
I thought that the team will also decide that who's going to get involved into that
Mm-hmm.
planning, and
Okay.
then from there it's going to be taken further.
Mm-hmm. Great. So anyone else would like to add something over here? Priya?
Yeah, I was going to say that the product owner describes the features that are necessary
Mm-hmm.
for the sprint, and yeah, going over the product backlog and the sprint backlog, and then go from there. That's what he
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Thank you. And Priyanka? Yeah.
Yeah, there's one more point. We also decide the tools that we are going to use in sprint planning, like
Mm-hmm.
tools which we use for accomplishing the sprint, and
Mm-hmm.
also we take into account the retrospective we did from the last sprint, that whatever needs to be corrected or needs to be included in the current sprint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. Prerna ji, would you like to just enlighten us that whatever the information come in, so where the things needs to be improved, the answers everyone has provided.
Yes, first of all, I'm very happy to know that all of you, rather most of you had gone to the videos and, revised properly, and, you are in the zone, and try to understand that this is a very detailed topic we are taking, because this is the uh, integral or essential part of this process to understand. So whatever you mentioned, user stories, input, they sit together, and all that. That is all absolutely right. So we need to combine it all. We need to combine it all, and that is the thing for sprint planning. That means all the parties, all the stakeholders. Whenever I say stakeholders, means all the everybody who is involved in the project, started with your development team, that we are calling it as scrum team here, because there are many team members along with only developers, are testers, and there are BAs, there might be some designers. So all that team, your scrum master, product properly product owner, and everybody. So So they all sit together and we have to work on the upcoming sprint. So if, as you all know, if there is a first, if this is a first sprint, then you have these product backlog with all the user stories and artifacts to upload, to refer to. And if there is the uh, consecutive or subsequent sprint, then you already have the product backlog as well, from the earlier sprints, as well as the main bread loop. I really like to refer to as bread loop because it really gives a visual representation. So how that is mentioned, and that's what pretty much I was discussing. The development team basically plans what would be the goal for the particular sprint. By saying goal, it simply means what they have to offer, what they have to deliver in that particular sprint. And then there is a very strong or funny word used, that there is a negotiation between development team, that's the scrum team, and the product owner. So basically, as you all are aware, whenever we work in industry, there is always a fight between the managers and the actual doers. And that means any developer or BAs. So product owner, being the owner of this entire project, or this process, they would always expect more from you in the form of delivery timings, to be a little more stricter, and some, he will also think from the customer point of view, like, okay, we have to deliver things faster, quicker, in a better quality. Whereas a development team or a scrum team in this scenario, they'll be more focused on providing the quality by considering the feasibility, what are the challenges faced by the team members, are there any roadblocks, are there any things to be clarified upon. So all that is being discussed, or rather it's very essential to be discussed before the meeting, so we know where we stand. It's not just like product owner says, okay, we have to resolve this per se 20 artifacts in this upcoming sprint of 2 weeks, and then those all items are really complex and very big. The development time may not be sufficient of 2 weeks. So for this, to have the middle ground, we have this planning, wherein everybody along with the scrum master sit together and share their views and discuss, and then confirm, okay, we won't be able to complete the 20 artifacts, but yes, 12 to 15 artifacts we can look at, and how they will be allocated, all that is done. So it's a collaborative effort, everybody is sitting and everybody is discussing, and they come up with a plan. Okay, then who does what? So basically, everybody is essential. The product owner, the scrum team, as we mentioned, that product owner defines the goal, uh, depending on what the value is. That means what we have to deliver to the customer, that is the value, that is the delivery he is looking at. As per that, he decides, or he takes account of what he takes a stock rather of what is the current situation of the team. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we need to finalize, this can be achieved, this cannot be achieved, like that. And if it's as simple as that, when we say it's out of sight is out of mind, just like that. If there's something that is not discussed during this meeting, that simply means that it won't be a part of that particular sprint, because there is no such point or no such artifacts or user stories that we did not discuss and it's there in the sprint. No, it doesn't work that way. This simply means if you're not discussing it, then it is not a part of that sprint. So I think this is pretty much self-explanatory as well, because we have been giving you background, and I think you're really at a good place than the earlier sessions because of this detailed discussion. So Gauravji, if you like to add something to this, or else I'm good to go
Okay,
ahead.
so thank you so much, Prerna ji, for really explaining well and bringing the light over here. So I would like to move on. So guys, are you able to get that? Means we are going at really subtle level, okay, where what exactly happens, how the things happen during sprint planning meeting. I want each one of you to visualize, okay, that you are sitting inside boardroom, okay, scrum master is there along with you. By the way, let me ask you this question. What do you want to position yourself during this sprint planning meeting, as a scrum master, as a product owner, or a business analyst? And the answer is going to decide means how faster you are going to get inside the position you are really imagining. Yeah. So who would like to add here? How do you see yourself inside that boardroom as a
I could see myself as a business analyst.
awesome? Thank you so much. Uh,
Yes, the same answer as Deepti.
awesome.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Gaurav,
yeah, go ahead, Bobby. Yeah, just, just.
yeah, Gaurav, I started this course thinking that I would like to become business analyst,
Mhm.
but Scrum Master is also
Role.
I'm finding it exciting. Yeah, that role.
Mhm.
So by the end of the by the time we end the course,
Mhm.
I'll be able to make up my mind. But I'm inclining towards the Scrum Master.
Okay. Thank you for being honest and sharing
Yeah.
this with us. Yeah, Priyanka, could you please complete your position? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would be working as a business analyst and more on the, the product owner's side, the towards
All right. Mhm.
yeah, other than towards being included in the Scrum team. So I think I would like to work on the business side, like getting to
Mm.
know the business needs.
Amazing. And you know what, clarity brings power. So awesome. I'm glad to see that you guys are almost clear where you want to position yourself. So more power to you, and more energy to you guys that you are going to do this. And not only that, there is a request as well that every Tuesday and Friday start, no, Tuesday and Thursday start getting into resume ready, reference ready resume preparation, because there you will get to know that what exactly are coming your ways. And you guys were requested to start building up your connection in the LinkedIn, where you have mentioned about already you are being with, already you are associated with Guru Schools. Yeah, I see that. Dipti, you want to share something?
Yes, actually, I want to ask a question
Yeah.
regarding only.
Mm-hmm.
So both of you can answer actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, what kind of projects usually we get? So, for example, like, so do we get the projects related to building a website for certain, like for example, for a bank, for a healthcare department, for an architect, something like that? So, what kind of projects are these? I'm just curious to know.
So your question is that where means inside once you crack your interview, are you asking about that?
Yeah, or in general, for example, you guys are working, right? So I know
Hmm.
about Prerna that she's working in a banking thing.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
like there might like every person needs a developer or a like IT team, right, to develop their
Hmm.
website.
Right.
So
Can
where
I?
are these guys
Yeah.
going
Like,
to solve their problems, to build their website? That's what my question is actually.
Yeah, I
can
would.
I
Yeah,
answer, Gaurav, if
please.
you don't
Yes,
mind?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
No
And
worries.
sorry, after that I have one more question related to my
Yes.
this question. But first you
Okay.
can answer this and then I'll
Absolutely
ask her.
fine. Dipti, first of all, I'm very happy to know that you're so curious to know what happens in the real life in the industry. As I mentioned, currently I'm in a bank, so I work in banking applications. Let me give you an example. Earlier, in my earlier organization, also I was in one of the banking projects. I was in audit related firms project. The firms in USA who take audit, so how they work, what are their parameters in that situation. That was an application. Then honestly, sky is a limit, if I have to tell you. If you go in a particular company or firm, and they specialize in some what I would say, specific area. As in, some companies only focus on making websites or web applications, they're heavily into web, then definitely you'll get a chance to work on different web applications. In yeah, I've switched a couple of companies, so I've actually worked in variety of domains. So there are mutual funds, there are financial institutes or financial applications. Then there are websites for builders and people who make homes and architects for that. And there are companies advertising companies, you make websites for. Then there are educational applications for schools and colleges, and there are billing applications. So it depends on in which firm you get into, and after that, it depends what kind of client they have. So, for example, if I have to take companies like Accenture, L&T Infotech, TCS, they have such diversified customer base or client base. So they cater us for that. So it can be anything and everything. You might get into research, you might get into maybe medical background, but that again depends what level of detailed or knowledge the client is looking at. At times, there are specific resources particularly hired for that kind of job. So honestly, an interesting question, but the answer is it depends on the firm and depends on the client. Yes, if it is a in-house development, if you're working for your own firm, or like in case of my bank, we develop applications particularly to our bank, for their needs, then we know that the domain would be banking and finance and related. But in case of bigger organizations, when they have variety of customers and clients, absolutely sky is the limit. Whichever customer comes in and they want to cater, and if we have the right resources, technologies, understanding, we have the BAs with that domain knowledge, you're good to go. That's absolutely, you're good to go. So you will get a variety of experience, and don't worry, even as a BA, it's always it's a very encouraging and motivating situation wherein you get to learn a lot, because your basis of analysis understanding is same. At times you might require to have some domain knowledge, but then that is acquired after multiple discussions with the bank or your own research. But many a times, once your base is set, you're good to go. So do not worry about that, and you will. I'm pretty sure you all will definitely enjoy that role, because I've worked very closely with PAs and I've seen their work and how passionate they are, and there's learning. There's a lot of learning. So you go every day, you go home with something new in the knowledge bank. So yes, Gaurav, over to you if you want to
Yeah,
add something.
and thank you so much for asking this question. The intent of this entire training program is what? To leave you with the clarity, because the more clearer you are with your position, and the more efficient you would be at the floor during the work. So that's why miss, this is really amazing question, means I truly appreciate that. But what I am going to talk about, in addition to what Prerna ji has spoken, to bring more clarity, I'll have to pause the recording. Okay, so because there is something which I'm going to share with you. So I have just now.
Product owner is going to be the product owner is going to be somewhere like a stakeholder, okay, who owns that product or that website or whatever we are developing. So I was thinking that, but I think I'm wrong. So could you please tell me what is the product owner
Sure.
now?
So consider as if right now product owner is in the Scrum world, he's a project manager. So he's not called as a project manager, but product owner is responsible for the entire product, but his complete behavior will be aligned with project management. Okay.
Got it. Yes.
Yeah, and he will not be immediately from the customer, but understand that from customer end also you will find some BA, some developers, some tester, and some product owner, which are who are liaising with you. So
Right.
the liaison are very, very important from customer end and from our as a vendor's end, because you would be working as a company solving their problem, so you would be vendor for someone. and you
Okay.
would be customer for someone as well.
Hmm,
Yeah.
hmm.
So good till now.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
Yes,
for asking
yes, Gaurav.
strong. Yeah, yeah, Bobby.
Gaurav, one little question. Do the Scrum Master need to have the coding knowledge?
See, the thing is what really not needed, but good to have, because I cannot be the company, right? And if I am a scrum guide as well, company is not going to come and listen to me. But to whom they will listen? They
Mhm,
will only listen to whom? Scrum master. So scrum master is the
mhm,
most exploited role in today's industry. Okay, so what is happening with
mhm,
scrum master? Scrum master were given some simple rules and responsibility as per scrum value, as per scrum guide, that you need to follow these 12 principles, these 4 values, you need to be servant leader, and you need to take care of this all things. But when you will research over the Google, and you will find the most people, the most percentage which has gone up for people in the IT industry who has changed their role, those are scrum master only. Because now company is somewhere asking, hey, you please help them to develop some document, develop some module, you should be know the coding and all. So initially, when you are getting inside the scrum master role inside your any company which is really interviewing you, you cannot tell them you don't need to do this because you're hiring scrum master, and these does not come inside scrum master. But in case at all, sometime if you know, you can go ahead, but still you can keep your eyes on there. Okay, because there are multiple roles appearing, and not everyone is asking for coding. Few are smart enough, they are just asking you to have knowledge of validation. Knowledge of validation means what? Once a project is turned mature, its testing is done positively. Okay, so positively in the sense, the testing team is matured enough to find out the bugs properly. You should be having the knowledge of testing life cycle, you should be having the knowledge of software development life cycle, but you need not to test or develop it. So just keep an eye on the requirement, and be flexible and adaptable, so that you can get into the market. Once you got into the market, the game may be completely in your hand, because gradually you have been trained to be the scrum master. You can start applying your scrum guided scrum guided instruction, that what role you can take up, and for which role you can say simply no, because you should be knowing where to say no without any explanation. Or in case, yeah,
yes.
product owner is there, you must explain, that's the reason I have to say no. Yeah, you got it clear so
Yeah, I
far?
got it, Gaurav. I'm so sorry to waste your precious time, but the only thing is, I was getting confused whether shall I go towards the BA or Scrum Master. And as rightly you use the word called clarity, clarity is bit lacking. My determination is there, but the clarity may come with the time or with your guidance.
Yeah, sure. So more question you will ask, you will find you are tending towards more clarity. So nothing to worry about, getting confused. Getting confused is a beautiful state which help you to transition towards the clarity. So just be relaxed that you are on the right path. So being on the right path is also a wonderful way. So wonderful towards to us being direction or goal. So okay, without further ado, and while I have answered many of your questions, so let me come down on this, the how and the who part. I know this has been explained, but I still would like to take it up. So here did you have any question that in sprint planning, how exactly it happens? I don't think so you would have, because we have spent a lot of time explaining this thing, that uh, in the sprint planning, the result is to have you know prioritized, complexity defined, sprint designed what uh, sprint defined activities list, which was earlier, epic, which was earlier, backlog item, which has been translated towards the epic. And who does that? So entire development team does that along with product owner. Product owner, he's the who defines the goal. So the bigger goal, the biggest goal, say for example, bank is approaching you as a vendor, you are the vendor, and they are telling you, hey, we want to develop a system where my customer can view the balance, and they can transfer the balance amount, and they can receive some amount. Okay, three things: account receivable or amount receiving, and amount transfer, that is amount debit, or third one is check balance. Only three modules. Later they may ask you to add some more module because their system is evolving. So what exactly happens? The entire goal is banking transaction. So your product owner will write an epic and the vision of the bank. Okay, so bank has come up asking for achieving their banking goal comprises of account or amount receiving part, or amount receipt, and amount debit, which we call it as a cash cash what do you can call it? So you can call it fund transfer, and then view balance, check view balance, something like that. So once you find as a product owner that you have crafted this three lines inside one ticket, inside one epic, what is going to happen further? You are going to break it down. You cannot develop this entire three stuff in one thing. Then you will create three more tickets. Okay, the ticket dedicated to what? Dedicated to a check balance, ticket dedicated to cash withdrawal or cash deposit, or fund transfer, and the another is cash debit, or amount debit. So thus you have created three different tickets. And further there will be more stuff, like not only customer can view the balance, also tailor can view the balance, also cashier can view the balance, also branch manager can view the balance. Okay, so you are going to further distribute the first epic ticket into smaller stories, and that story can further being developed or being designed as a activities. Okay, so the bigger goal is being fractioned into smaller activities. Are you there with us so far? Yeah, could you visualize whatever I said?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
please. Yeah.
Let me move further towards this picture. This picture, you are seeing the visual. A person is adhering word on the whiteboard, all the single activity. Okay, and here the this is the I was talking about product owner. Product owner is pulling the stuff, the similar thing, the bread loaf of the bread slice or loaf of the bread. So what here you see, the things are in the tabular form now. Okay, he's putting the ticket. These ticket are every single activity which he has found that customer has approached you, and now these entire activities will be pulled, and in the another whiteboard will be fixed as a sprint backlog item. Okay, you decide to deliver, you further start marching towards sprint goal. Okay, so this is another pictorial representation, and this is another important part: Scrum sprint. This is what we keep on repeating, right? So when we call it as sprint, what is coming in your mind? Sprint means what? I know you know, but I want you to repeat. What do you mean by sprint?
It is
Yep.
like duration of time, time bombs, duration in which you have to accomplish a particular, achieve a particular task or goal.
Yeah, very well said. This is the time box duration. Yeah, anyone else want to just answer, add up? Okay, so I'll take it as no and we'll move. So yeah. So the thing is what sprint is a repeatable fixed time box during which a done product of the highest possible value is created. Okay, so in the planning, what happens? It is first decided, and during implementation, what happens? The highest priority value is created as done. Sprint lies at the core of the sprint agile methodology and can be thought of as an event, as I said. So every single thing is event, and to event we call it as also as ceremony, scrum ceremony. So it says that an event which wraps all other scrum events like daily scrum, daily scrum review, and sprint retrospective. So you need to remember these scrum ceremonies. So let me quickly go ahead round robin and ask Bobby, just tell me one scrum event, one scrum ceremony which quickly comes in your mind, and call out someone's name.
Planning of the sprint.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You could have just simply said sprint planning. Yeah, call out someone's name quickly, please.
Yeah.
Call out someone's name quickly, please.
Deepti, please.
Dipti, yeah. One scrum ceremony which comes in your mind.
Planning of the scrum, then
One, which is not yet.
scrum meeting.
Scrum meeting. Okay, fine. So who can refine it further? Scrum meeting.
Gaurav, I think there's a stand-up meeting.
Yeah, that's what call as daily scrum meeting. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Priyanka.
daily
Call out
scrum.
someone's name. Yeah, I think.
I think I'm left.
Yeah. Yeah,
Scrum sprint review.
Scrum review. Excellent. And what else? Who would like to add up? So yeah, sprint review is one.
And
Retrospective.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I wanted you to repeat so that it will go at deeper level towards your brain. So at any time, if at 3 o'clock, if I'll just wake you up, shake you up, you can say, hey, I know there are 4 at least scrum ceremonies. So those are retrospective review, daily scrum, and sprint planning. So this is how it is. So thank you so much for your answer. So amazing. So another stuff is that sprint is one time box iteration of a continuous development. You remember that I'm just emphasizing on continuous development, because when you're working in the agile world, so continuity is the important, continuous delivery is important, and how you deliver it. So it has to be iteration. Okay, iteration means every time you are producing a new result, a new set of new set of item you are just shipping to the client. So within a sprint, planned amount of work has to be completed by the team and made ready for review. Okay, so there is no compromise that whatever is given to you, you are not up to the mark and you are not delivering it. People, you will find in the real time environment that something which is lagging or something not on the track, you needed to end up creating a burn down chart as a product owner or a scrum master, where you will have the daily visibility that whether you are able to track well or not your work. So how you have planned and how is being executed, how much delay you are sensing, and you will be able to really feel the heat if things are not on the track. Maybe that time you need to stretch a little bit, but things are created and planned in such a way that you can simply finish the stuff in a time frame, in a time box manner. Scrum projects are broken down into small and consistent time intervals. So the ideal time is from sprint 1 to sprint are from week 1 to week 4 long, but ideal is week 3 to 4. So Prerna ji, would you like to add something, or should I move further?
Yes, Gaurav, I think we should move further. We have discussed a lot on
Yeah.
this. I think we are good to go.
Yeah, so why we are repeating this, why we needed to emphasize this. Thank you so much, Prerna ji, for asking me to move further, because I know that there are a lot to cover. So yes, so Scrum sprint, during a sprint there is a development team that comprises of cross functional member. Remember the word cross functional. Let me ask you, your Scrum development team has to be cross functional. What does it give meaning in your mind? What does come in your mind when we talk about being cross-functional team? Who can answer that?
So each and everybody is specialized with his own knowledge. Like one can be QA, other can be developer, and in developer also, I'm presuming that there are different kind of developers.
Yes,
So
excellent.
it's a bunch of different knowledge of people.
Yes, yes, bunch of different set of people, different skill of people coming on one floor under one team. And that's why not only they have to be cross functional, they have to be highly skilled. Who decide that my team is highly skilled? Any another answer? Product owner decides it, that his team, development team, is the highly skilled team. Okay, so he chooses accordingly the BA. So in one team there can be more than one BA as well, more than one tester as well, more than one admin, more than one uh, tester as well, more than one developer as well. So during a sprint, there is a development team that comprises of cross-functional members who are capable of achieving the sprint goal. The importance or highly important priority is to achieve the sprint goal. This could include software engineers, architect, programmers, analysts, system admin, Q expert, testers, UI designer, etc., UI UX designer. So I think you're clear so far, cross-functional team and importance of them. Yeah. So what exactly happened before the sprint? Okay. So there is the sprint is about to commence, but remember what you have done. So as a development team, what you have done, there is a sprint planning meeting. You went inside, you talked about the length of the sprint planning sprint, and you here it mentioned this sprint planning meeting is proportional to the length of the sprint. So by the way, let me ask, so my voice is clear to you guys, because I felt that it was chopping.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
a
you.
little bit of in and out, but yeah, it's fine now.
Yeah, so now it must be fine because my internet quickly switched on the another broadband. So that's why you might have experienced that. So that's okay. Thank you. So yeah. So what exactly happened? The length of the sprint planning meeting is proportional to the length of the sprint. This is very, very important. You remember, just take a note of this one. Okay, a 4-week sprint should be planned in no more than 8 hours, and accordingly it has to be proportionated. Okay, a 1-week sprint should be planned in no more than 2 hours. Okay, so 4-week sprint has to go for 8 hours of sprint planning. 1 week sprint should not take more than 2 hours. So 2 hours is dedicated to every single 1 week. Okay, so it depends on how long your sprint has to be. So you cannot go ahead with your prior experience and tell to your company that in my last company, people were working for 3 weeks and you should also be working for 3 weeks. No, during the sprint planning, the team has to decide the duration of your sprint. Okay, so take a very important note. And you know what happens, I want to just break some myth over here, burst some myth over here. So agility, when we talk about agility, people go in a different industry and from different organization, from different layers and different levels of experience, and they try to put their own belief, their own pattern, what exactly happens from whatever industry people transition into new industry or new company. They carry some memory, they carry some practices, they carry some belief, they carry some pattern, and they believe that things work in this way only. Okay, and what happens, in the new company, they want to put exactly same practices into onto their new team. Okay, people get confused who have practiced really for longer period the scrum values, okay, and the scrum principle, and they are like, oh, so why this person has newly appointed scrum master, he is telling that I am not going to code. Okay, or 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 it may happen that another scrum master would say, hey, what are you talking about? I have coded. Maybe he has just formally announced scrum master in a new company where you have entered, and he is following whatever his company or his senior might have asked. He has not passed any certification. He has not formally trained outside the company, okay, from the agile coaches, and that's why he is taking every single you know star t, okay, from the seniors. He is not able to say no. So there you need to know that how exactly what all are the real practices, real values, and real principle, so that you become adaptable. Is okay for me if I am a job seeker, okay, job finder, or you are a job seeker, a job finder. It's okay to get and grab that job by saying yes, but gradually you will feel getting matured and being aligned with the new company. Gradually you can say, hey, these are the practices generally scrum does not follow, can we eliminate that? Okay, so it depend on your relationship with your new company. Okay, so you will have to upgrade some relationship tips with your company, new company, as well as okay, to bring the effect inside. So you are with me, you have to be little bit adaptable and not to be rigid, not to carry the previous past pattern, and at the same time need to sense and sniff that who is following that in a new company, because you may find the mix of the people. Are you with me so far? Shout yes if you are.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Gaurav, I have one question though.
Yes,
So,
Priyanka.
in this second point, where it said like, a 4-week sprint should be planned in no more than 8 hours and 1-week sprint should be planned no more than 2 hours.
Mhm.
Is it a standard practice irrespective of the domain and the industry which
Mm.
you're working in?
Yes, Priyanka, this is standard practice. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
Okay,
this,
Gaurav, I have one more question.
the whole time frame.
Yeah. So yes, Priya, you can complete first.
Yeah, so we're talking about the sprints, right? So
Mhm.
once say for example, one sprint is like 15 days long or 2 weeks long. So
Mhm.
after that, the product will be tested, right? Like after 2 weeks only they're going to test, or after that sprint only they're going to test, right?
No. This happens during the sprint. Okay.
During the sprint itself. Okay.
Yeah, during the sprint itself, because this is ongoing activity. Every single day, daily scrum is also happening. What do you think that testing personality will come, testing people will come, and they say that I'm just waiting to sprint to get over, then I will start testing? Then he
Oh,
will be fired. He would people will ask, then you are just wasting time. Okay, you are just
Oh,
making
it
money
was
with the,
waterfall.
yeah.
It was waterfall. Now we have moved ahead. Yeah.
Yes. So we
Oh.
have to parallelly work. So what do you think? The moment the requirement comes in, what level of testing person will say? The tester will identify the gaps, requirement gaps. Okay, so he may come up with the thought. The moment I'll talk that as a user or as an account holder, I should be able to view my account balance. Tester will be smart enough, and tester will say, no, if the requirement is that you need to transfer the fund, okay, successfully. And tester is the smart, and tester will say this is BS, because you cannot transfer the fund until unless you check that you have the sufficient balance. Okay, he will develop some cases and he would say, even if the user does not check his balance, he will get the error for initiating fund transfer. So he will create a case telling that system throws an error message, valid error message, stating that insufficient balance when any single fund transfer gets initiated, because it goes back into the system, checks the balances, comes back, and prompts the user. So this is how tester's job is, to finding the gap into the system. Okay, so everywhere, at every single phase, at the requirement, at the analysis phase, at the documentation phase, at the design phase, at the coding phase, and as the implementation phase, and at the testing phase itself, and at the maintenance phase, and at the support phase, at every single phase. Did I answer?
Yes, Gaurav. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Bobby, you had some question as well.
Oh,
You
yes.
will come back.
Yes. So 1 week sprint should not take more than 2 hours planning. So I'm presuming this 2-hour time is the total amount of stand-up meetings we had. Is that right?
Yeah, so what happens in sprint planning, on the day of sprint planning, daily scrum, you may understand that is not going to happen. When sprint planning takes place, when your sprint has been reviewed and sprint is over, and your product or the piece of deliverables has been shipped, is with the customer now, it is into production, it has been rolled out into the production. Whatever you have worked during the sprint, it has been rolled out into the production for people to use, for client to use. Now you are done with your retrospective meeting as well. So once you are done with retrospective, now you have to anyway go to sprint planning meeting, and it does not comprise of daily scrum meeting, because it won't take place, because you don't have a thing to work upon. So
Right.
what do you will
So
say?
I would like to rephrase the same question. How much time the definition of ready, traveling from definition to ready, definition of ready to definition of done? How much time does it require?
It requires a sprint.
But now I'm getting confused. I'm so sorry. I might be wasting your
Go
time.
ahead.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So because in last class, when this question was raised, first I said the definition of done is after the review. Then later I corrected my answer. No, definition of done is once the sprint planning is over.
See, understand, as you rightly asked earlier, there is a traversal time, okay, from definition of ready to definition of done. Definition of ready, you are defining when in the sprint planning itself. Definition of the done is visualized by developers or the development team, or we call it scrum team. So definition of done, which you are going to learn in the coming days, that there is a number of checklists which you need to mark at done. And when you see that everything has been marked as done, it means time has come to ship them to the client. Okay. So the duration they have traveled during sprint planning, you would deciding that how long the entire module will take to complete. So in sprint planning, you are already decided that it will take 2 weeks. My every single sprint is of 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So you don't have to worry, because the protocol, the standard, or the product owner has already defined or designed that our sprint means only 2 weeks or only 3 weeks. So now you are sure that every single activity will be marked done just before the sprint is getting over. Okay, it will undergo some certain phases of ceremony, some scrum event, and once everything is successful and in the review, client has been agreed or satisfied, after seeing the demo, he will say yes. And the moment the sprint is getting over, we have decided the release date, we are going to roll it out. Did it bring some clarity to you?
Yes, please. Very
Yeah.
much. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So everyone is clear so far till here, till this point, on the answer to the
Yes.
question which has been asked?
Yes. yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Dipti. Thank you, Priya. Yeah, Dipti, do you have question?
Yeah, so Gaurav, what is the in this third point it mentioned the meeting determines what the goals are for that sprint based on the team velocity. So what is mean by that? Like the team speed, like how it's going
Yeah.
to perform?
Yeah, so it's also about, this meeting determines what the goals are for the sprint based on the team velocity, team capacity, team expertise. A set of feature are pulled from the top of the product backlog. So
Okay.
velocity consists of, the multiplication of team's performance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It means the team skill. Okay. So how up your team is, so that is going to determine which product backlog I as a product owner can pull in and publish in front of my team. Prerna ji, would you like to add something over here?
Yes, Gauravji. So basically, whenever we decide or we talk about sprint planning or deliveries, there is in the earlier slide we just you know saw that everything is in coherence with what the product owner has what I would say proposed, as well as what is the situation or what is the current capacity of the team. So when I say velocity means velocity, the team's velocity means the capacity, the speed, the deliverables they are able to achieve. All that also needs to be considered when we talk about any sprint meeting or any sprint planning.
Mm.
So coming back to the point which we discussed earlier, the entire Scrum methodology works on this single and essential parameter that everybody or every stakeholder has to be in sync. So you will never see product owner promising or providing deadlines or deliverable goals without considering the team. So I would request all of you to kind of fix this in your mindset that in Scrum everything happens after having a collaborative meeting and discussion. So during this spring meeting, this is the scenario that if all the stakeholders are together and they talk about all the things to be achieved, the obstacles, the challenges, the earlier achievements, where we stand, where we have to reach. So all this that's why it is so in detail. And I think somebody asked the question stating not depending on these industries. Does the timings of the meetings are fixed, 2 hours, 4 hours? So yes, this is the agile standard, and that doesn't depend particularly on any industry or any domain per se. But then depending on your requirement, a little bit tweaking can be done. But if you go by the book, yes, you need to you should not have a more than 8 hours of meeting for a so it's a see it even makes sense for 1 month project. You can spend one entire day. 8 hours is basically consisting of your one productive day into planning. So you are already in a very exhaustive schedule. So you cannot afford to spend much time on that. And whereas this much time with qualitative people with their level of expertise, it should be sufficient. So we are focusing on a very time bound, strict, uh, what I would say, planned timetable wherein you are expected to deliver. So yes, is this answer? I mean, suffice. I think we have understood where we wanted to go. Any more queries, or we can go to the next PPT, please. Anybody has any doubt? Yes.
Thanks, Prerna. We are good. I'm good.
Ye-
Yep.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, it's again the same thing. I think it's just a pictorial presentation. I would see, you can say you have multiple user stories and you have a meeting with your people. There are only two people shown, actually it's the entire team. And then yes, you end up, or you also consider what are the sprint backlog item in the particular sprint, and which you would like to take in the current sprint, or those can be from the same sprint, which earlier sprints prior to that sprint. So that ultimately becomes a product backlog. So yes, Gauravji, over to next slide, please. Unless you want to add something. So, so this is a very good line, and it's added on purpose. So no features are added, and the sprint goals don't change. Yes, the only exception, which is actually an exception, is if the team finishes sprint early. So when I say that we already have a very strict timeline, or we work in a time box environment, it's pretty sure that your goals will not be changed. Whatever your deliverables are, those should be confirmed. But then in case if you happen to finish your deliverables before, or which is honestly pretty rare, because we do have a lot of user stories and artifacts assigned to each and everybody. But still, if luckily if your team is able to manage that and able to finish that on time, then you can definitely add something to that sprint. Otherwise no. Whatever has been decided in the team meeting, and whatever has been assigned to each and every team member, that has to be achieved, and that is how you reach towards the goal of this sprint. And daily stand up, I think we have talked enough about it, and actually we kind of even implemented whenever we start the session, or during the session we keep asking you, hey guys, you have any doubts, or what are your views on it? So in a way, if you ask me, we are following agile, we are following scrum. So yes, pretty happy with the implementation, and I think you all also feel, understand the advantage of it, because when Bobby G or Priya ask any doubts, that doubt might be in somebody else's mind, or you might have a similar question. But because you all are being so interactive, everybody gets the benefit. So we also like to explain what are the real life scenarios are, how the industry actually works. So like that in Scrum meeting, you basically ask only three things, ask or share only three things: what you worked on, what are you working on what you will be working on. And in case if there are any challenges, you are very much open to share those. So yes, that is the daily Scrum meeting, and we have talked about it in a lot detail in earlier sessions also. Gaurav, you like to add
Yeah,
something, or anybody has any doubts, please go
I have one question to ask to guys. Are you
ahead.
ready for this, everyone? Yeah. So let me ask you, you are wonderful people. Okay. So every single of you are wonderful people. You are working as a business analyst, or anyone who is close to client. Okay. Client has access to you. Okay. And client happen to come to your ear and tell, hey, my dear friend, I have very small requirement. I think you have small time left. Okay. You internally agree, yeah, okay, I have some time left as well, before the sprint is getting over. Could you please uh, do this for me, this small change? Can you bring it, or not the change, but I know that this could be a new requirement altogether for you, but still I think you can adjust with the time, or you can adjust with the plan, or you can adjust this small requirement on this existing requirement. And please confirm if I know it's doable. Somewhere you are also internally sensing, अरे इसमें तो ज़्यादा time लगेगा नहीं, it's really 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 doable, I can do that. Okay, let me ask you this question: how you are going to respond to that situation?
Yes, product owner is the only person who can change the course of the sprint or change the priorities of this sprint. But eventually, at the same time, is the Scrum team who will say, actually, if the new request is viable or not. If it is viable, yes, he is the only person who can change the course of the sprint.
Yeah, but what exactly you're going to tell to the customer?
Uh,
I think
Yeah, Bobby, first complete, and then we'll
yep.
move to the P.
Yeah, to the the one who is whispering in my ear is
Mhm.
representing the customer himself.
Customer. Yeah. You are business analyst. You have gone to
Yeah,
demo.
yeah.
You just walked to the customer place and you are
Mhm.
talking one to one with the customer. Okay. Somehow product owner could not join you. Okay.
Oh,
That
okay,
in that
okay.
situation, what you are going to do?
In that case, I will not talk to them like I used to talk to product owner because he has the authority. Now, when I'm talking to the customer, I need to be reasonable, pay respect to him. If at all I can help him out or not. But I would always say I'm not promising. Let me consult my Scrum team first.
Okay. This is what you are going to do. What? Okay, fine. Yeah, Dipti, please complete.
I remember Prerna once said that customers are really important to the company. So I might consider his request, but at the same time, I would say that I cannot promise, but we can definitely talk to the team and we'll let you know about that. Something like that, I might
So
say.
you are going to be diplomatic, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
okay.
if
Yeah,
I
Priyanka. Yes.
Yeah, I think at that point when as a BA, I would take down the what actually the customer wants to be included,
Mhm.
and maybe not include that in the sprint which is already going on, and put that in the product backlog and take it
Mm.
into consideration for the next in the sprint backlog, whether that needs to come first or whether we can move the other sprints up and down, like the as priority, what needs to be done first.
Yeah, but what you will answer to the customer during that time?
I would just answer him that I would collaborate with the team and then maybe just take down the points that needs to be taken into consideration and get back. That would, I would say, talking to the product owner after
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your answer, Priyanka. Okay, so I'm sensing some little bit of diversion in the answer. Yeah, Priya, please go ahead.
Yeah, like others said, I would say let's discuss. Let me discuss with the development team and the concerned teams, and then But I'll never. I'll definitely not. I'll definitely honor what the customer says, and
Okay.
from there.
Thank you so much for your answer. You all attempted well, but I would go ahead with the Bobby. So yeah. So what happens? You don't have to be more explainable. Okay, that's number one. Number two is none of BA's job or development team job to get agree on the requirement coming up. You have, if you are following Agile and Scrum, you have to straight away tell to the customer, yeah, please go ahead, write down about the requirement to the product owner. We can't say anything, we can't promise anything. It's not we who are going to decide. Okay, so it's only product owner's job, and in case you listen to it, you have taken a note what you are going to tell, that product owner will definitely get back to you. Okay, so it's a product owner who is going to decide, who is going to derive, who is going to drive. Yeah, so that's the key. And number two, what if directly you are product owner and customer is asking you what you are going to respond? So your response should be, please drop an email, let me talk to the team and see when we can include your requirement, but I'm sure not in the sprint. In the sprint we are not going to deliver. Okay, because we have to be adaptable, but not at the cost of ongoing plan. Okay, it has to be executed. Something should not come into the picture which stops all the engine which is ongoing. Yeah, with me so far.
Yes.
Let's move to
Yes.
the next slide. Thank you so much. So yeah, Prerna ji, you completed this one, no? The slide. I can move further, right?
Yes, Gaurav.
Thank you. So here is the another slide. Would you like to continue with this?
Yes, please. It is not. Yes. So I think by now, having these two exhaustive sessions, everybody is, have got this overall idea. So this is basically, I just mentioned before you took over the topic or the question, that sprint planning has, this is rather the continuation of, stand-up meeting explanation, that we have to gather for a 15 minutes meeting that happens, every day, that is conducted every day, and everybody is basically standing in that meeting. That's why we call it a stand-up meeting in a way. And the three important questions which I really wish or want everybody to kind of, fix in their mind, or rather remember, that what did I do yesterday to help achieve the sprint goals? What will I do today to achieve the sprint goals? And what, if anything, is impending or blocking progress toward the sprint goals? So, what you worked on, what you'll be working on, and what are the blockages or hurdles you have any. So that's it. That then you're good to go. That is what you are supposed to be sharing with the team, or or telling the product owners and overall scrum master and overall team. I think Gaurav ji, this is quite self-explanatory, and we have
True.
explained this a lot. So we
Yeah.
can move forward. Yes.
Yeah, so remember this agile scrum sprint. So yeah, so you can remember this as a slogan. As a in India we say Vande Mataram. You can remember agile scrum sprint or sprint scrum. So whatever. So this is just to make the things easy and interesting, and just to have it entertaining. Okay. So scrum meeting are very very important. Daily scrum meeting. 3 question you need to remember. Can one tell me? So let's quickly we have few minutes left. Quickly have a scrum meeting. Yeah, so Bobby, please go ahead.
So in Scrum meeting, we need to take out the little user stories, and then
Let's not explain. Let's not explain. So understand we are into a project, and project is this training. Okay. So now we have gathered together for quick 3 minutes of sprint meeting. Okay, maximum. You have few seconds to complete and talk about. So 3 questions you remember.
As a BA,
whatever you are.
So I would ask the team, guys, are you ready? Have you
No,
understood
but
any question?
Scrum team has to participate. Okay, so every single person, even if you are a BA, you need to answer. Okay, the 3 questions. You don't have to ask, you have to answer.
Okay. Yes. What happened in last class, last session, and I'm very happy what happened yesterday. And there were few impediments, and today we need to sort it out. And other than sorting out the problems, we also need to plan what's going to happen today.
Okay, thank you.
Basically same three things. What happened yesterday, what we are going to do today.
I want you to answer that. I want you to answer that. Yeah, I wanted you to answer that instead of reading. Like you are consumer. Okay, you are consuming the data, the training program. So I wanted to share your experience by answering these 3 questions instead of you asking that in real time.
Okay,
the real experience.
Right. Okay. So the real experience I will take as this coaching, these classes. How was last time's class? It was good. And now what we are going to continue today with the same subject to conclude the matter, and the problems which if I have not understood anything, then I'll be asking you that in previous class, these are the things which I could not understand.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to stop you over here. So understand the next person, whoever is coming, you don't have to explain. Okay. You just have to answer three things. Okay. And this is how, as a Scrum Master, you will be pitching in. Okay. Scrum
Okay,
Master,
okay.
please don't explain. Just tell me what you did last time, what you have planned to do today, and if any blocker or any impediment on your way. Okay. So over to you, Priyanka. You have few seconds.
Yeah. So last class we learned about Scrum planning, and today we are going to cover, or we have covered in detail about Scrum planning and also the Scrum sprints. And the impediments which we faced today was maybe the internet glitches a little bit,
Yes.
and the few explanation and the questions that need to be cleared at the end of the class maybe.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Quickly pass to Dipti. Dipti, yeah. Dipti,
Right, so,
yes.
so in last class, I worked on Scrum planning. Today, I'm going to work on sprint planning. And tomorrow, I'll be looking on the final product.
Okay, no tomorrow's plan. No tomorrow's plan. What yesterday, what today. That's it. Okay, cool. So
Yes.
passing to Priya. Priya, please.
I think pretty much everybody covered everything.
No, but
so,
still you have to speak up. So I know.
So yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna ask if there are any blockers or if there are any pointers that we have to note down.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what happens, this is what as a Scrum Master you will experience, and that you need to pitch in. So one person say everyone has covered everything. No, we are not asking about others, we are talking to you. What as a person you have contributed to the company, towards the project, then you are going to tell. Last time we learned this thing, and today we had planned to learn this thing, which we have done. Okay, and we found some blocker or something which has been addressed, or we are finding this blocker has to be addressed. Let's not get into what others. So remember, everywhere you will hear that it's not I, so go with the team, with the we. But in the Scrum, it is just opposite. It is just opposite. Forget about the we and talk about I. Okay, so because your personal contribution matters as well. So yeah, so that was, I hope this was a quick role play. You love that, and while you have loved that, so this is Scrum meeting once again brief to you.
Gauraji, you broke out a little bit. Can you repeat what you said?
Okay,
when it comes
okay.
to we and I. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so forget about the we part in the agile and focus on I part. People don't care about how company is performing. In this time, people are going to take care. The Scrum team is going to focus on how and what you have contributed. So forget about the we part inside agile and focus on I part and tell what you have done. Is it clear now, guys? And did I break again, or I was clear enough?
You're clear, G. You're clear.
Okay, thank you. So remember, in the Scrum meeting, once again, it has been briefed. This is what I have done since we last met. This is what I plan to do today. And there are obstacles I have encountered, if any. And at the end, remember, every single thing is what? Every single thing is ticket. Okay, this is how means, bulk of ticket, group of ticket being transferred, being delivered, how it is traveling. Okay, one by one, features are getting completed, getting marked as done. So what is sprint and Scrum? Time boxed iteration of a development lifecycle, broken project into small and consistent time interval. It's all about time. As a short as few days and as long as 4 weeks can call a sprint goal a project in itself. So whatever the single ticket you are seeing over here, which is getting translated and shipped, can be a goal as well. So this is all about what is today. But let me ask you this thing before we call it as a closer. How many people should be part of any Scrum team? Any answer, or if you know.
7 to 9.
Okay. Any other answer?
Yeah, I was about to say 5 to 6.
Okay.
I was going to say 4 to 5.
Okay. What else? Priyanka, would you like to add?
I mean, I don't know any number. I
Thank
think
you.
depends on,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
how many people you need for the different
Yes.
tasks involved.
Yeah, good answer, and thank you for being honest. Yeah, so it's a strength. Everyone is right. At minimum 3, maximum 9, up to 9. Yeah. So yeah. So we are good. Prerna ji, do you want to add something over here? Because we have come to the closer of the end.
Yes, I really want to add a thank you note to all of you that we can definitely see the amount of time we are investing in question and answer session is only because all of you are going back to the videos and doing your own research and study, and we are definitely rather, I think I'm talking on behalf of Gaurav also. We're very happy to see that the kind of questions you're asking and the interaction we are having. So yes, this is the way we go ahead and we move ahead and keep revisiting the videos. And if you have any doubts, definitely we are there. So thank you so much. And that was my end note as well as my expression for today's session. So I'll just hand it over to Gaurav.
Thank you, Prerna ji. So we have more things coming up for sprint planning. So just tighten your belt whenever you come in. So do you have any question, or we are good? If you don't,
I'm good for the day. Yes.
Gaurav, I
I'm
have
good.
one
yeah,
question.
Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka.
Yeah, so Gaurav, like after, like, just to touch base on the, the schedule, we would be going into the BA
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah,
after that, okay.
yeah. You can ask Priya and Dipti. They have just experience, been there into BA, and the moment Agile Scrum will get over, we will be transitioning towards the BA. So you can ask them the experience, how the experience was with them, and
Okay.
then be happy to get the ticket for business analyst track. So that's the
Okay.
I can answer
transition phase.
any of your questions, Priya.
Yeah, Priya. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So that's Gaurav, that is a part of this course also, right? Don't have to
Yeah, yeah,
talk
yeah.
to that,
No, no,
that
no, no,
point
no, no,
or
no.
something.
So
Yeah.
be here, just enjoy the learning and
Okay.
keep putting the energy, the same energy of learning. Yeah, yeah. Dipti, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that thank you so much. And today's session was very informative for me.
Thank you so much. You
So
have
now,
brought it to closer. Yeah, please
yeah, now
pass,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Yes, the question which I asked earlier, I got the answer in your last question, that BA will be taught later, and the clarity will come to me then. Because at the moment we are concentrating
Yes.
only on Agile, so that's the reason I'm getting inclined towards the Scrum Master. But let me hear
See the
from
complete
you
picture.
what the BA is, and then look at the complete canvas
Yeah.
and decide. Yeah.
Yes. Your concluding word, please.
I'm extremely happy. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Prerna.
Call out someone's name, please, quickly.
Deepthi, please.
Dipti is done. Dipti has called out your name.
Priyanka.
I
Priyanka.
think.
Priyanka.
Yeah. Thank you, Bobby. I think today's session was very informative and extensive. Same thing. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
Call out someone's name, Priya's name.
Priya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Priya.
Yes, I would like to add that it was amazing and extra informative.
Thank you. Call out someone's name, please.
Prerna ji?
Prerna ji. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much for everybody's participation. My only takeaway from today is I'm really being happy, and thank you so much for all of your super enthusiastic participation. I think Rahul is left, or
Rahul
he
has
was
not
not there
joined
today.
today.
Yeah, yeah.
Rahul.
I thought so. I thought so. So Gaurav ji, over to you. Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, and wish you a very great night. It was your long weekend. Sleep tight. Bye-bye. Good night.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank
night.
you.
Have a good
Bye
day
bye.
to you
Take care.
guys.